several new clubs on campus. Hope you will join them to celebrate diversity and help save the environment. Hello everyone, I'm Wes Sheeler.
And I'm Jack Weiss. Day of Service was a huge success in Quincy as hundreds turned out to do good work in town. But we begin today with frustration. We are so far into the semester and some students say they don't have what they need to study. Quincy University is starting its 9th week of classes and some students still have not received books for some of their classes. The missing books are not just physical copies, but online books and learning programs too. Students are supposed to be able to get their books before the first day of class.
I think it's frustrating that we're in the 9th week of classes and we still don't have our books. I have probably 2 or 3 classes that I have been waiting for and still don't have. I don't even have an online version, and I don't even want to get started with the online version. But I think putting students at a disadvantage, they don't have the books, and then the online books might be even worse in my opinion.
The bookstore staff has worked with students to try and fix any situation they are having with the bookstore. Students must return materials they have received by Friday, December 8th at noon.
The aviation program at Quincy University seems to be losing altitude. Students in the program have raised concerns about not getting enough flying time. Students believe they should be flying 2 days a week, but some have still yet to fly this semester.
I've given this certain amount of money to the program and I haven't utilized the planes at all. I haven't used any gas or we haven't flown anywhere or used any plane maintenance, so it's concerning to see what's going to happen with the money. Will it be able to transfer?
Students have made an investment into this program and say they are worried they will not see a return on those investments. They could potentially force them to switch majors and transfer schools. This would delay these students from pursuing their careers.
The QU community has said goodbye to a familiar face. Faculty and staff came by the Student Success Center to see Trent Henderson. Henderson left QU for a sales job. The student development team held a send-off with some gifts. Those who attended enjoyed some sweets and memories.
I called him on the phone and he almost came to Hy-Vee to get in a fight for me because I was having such a tough time. And he always has my back no matter what's going on, and that's what I love about Trenton, and that's what I will remember about.
For Henderson, his work continues by selling solar panels in Gulf Shores, Alabama. We wish him good luck. Students are looking forward to the future of who will be the next director of student engagement.
Feel the call to help the environment? Want to help bring awareness to recycling? Want to know where to throw all of your recyclables? Ryan Obert has the solution. Ryan Obert was able to install a new recycling receptacle at Woods Hall. But what inspired Obert to pursue this task?
I set out to get a recycling bin in front of the cafeteria because I noticed that there was no place to recycle right outside the CAF store where we could buy all these bottles. I worked on getting the recycling bin established outside the CAF store for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and finally we had one implemented, but in the process I found out that we weren't actually offering recycling receptacles for any of the students living in dormitories here. I entered my proposal and I was told to start a club and raise the money myself.
It began when Ryan observed this, and he really thought that he was surprised that there wasn't really any recycling here, and he just really wanted to make a change. And so he reached out to other members of the Quincy administration and started to reach out and try to talk.
And so this was implemented this semester, and then I followed through with my original thoughts, which was to start the recycling awareness club once we had recycling receptacles on campus.
I feel like we should just add more recycling bins everywhere so that people are more prone to recycle. Make people feel like they should. Like in the dorm halls, maybe right next to the dumpster have a recycling bin or something like that,
Well, recycling just means, again, being conscious and considerate of others and making sure that we're putting an effort to be just good people, good to our planet and just good to other people, and making sure that, we're not being wasteful in any number of ways.
Obert continues in his pursuit to make more receptacles. Obert hopes to get more members for the Recycling Awareness Club. If you want to join the Recycling Awareness Club, you can email Ryan Obert and Jack Urbances at their QU accounts.
On October 11th, Quincy University canceled class to have its annual Day of Service. This allows QU to practice Franciscan values by giving back to the community. To start the day, students gathered in the HFC gymnasium. There were more than 40 groups, each designated for different places.
Not knowing who you're going to end up with or what you're doing, but it was great to meet some new people and to learn about each other and to talk about some history.
The men's and women's golf team were at the Historical Society. They did yard work for most of the day. Most of their work consisted of raking leaves.
So today we're at the Historical Society at Quincy and Adams County. For the most part, we're just cleaning up the old John Wood mansion and we're raking up leaves outside. We're doing this to help out the community and hopefully clean up the place so that it looks a little bit nicer for when visitors come here.
Other students went to the local Humane Society. After they finished working, they walked the dogs. Some walked them for 3 miles.
So for service day, I was helping out at the Humane Society, laying down mulch, pulling weeds. And after we got done, we were able to go and play with the dogs for a little while.
You got your lonely king. Oh.
Professor Rohan and other students went to the Good Samaritan Home of Quincy. They played cards and offered company to the residents. Students started the day feeling drowsy, but ended the day feeling enlightened.
Coming up, a new club on campus hopes a trivia night will attract new members.
And a rare visit inside one of QU's best kept secrets. You don't want to miss it, coming up next.
Soccer is a physically demanding sport that often results in a tie. Student life comes with its own demands, and often it feels like the losses outnumber the wins. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. It's comforting to know our Quincy team extends beyond the field.
Welcome back. If you are looking to join a club on campus, the Black Student Union has room available. Recently, the Black Student Union, also known as BSU, had their first meeting of the semester at the Clubs and Orgs House on Greek Row. The meeting covered the meeting of BSU on QU's campus.
It's for Black students on campus to talk about the resources that they don't have and provide that community for the Black people on campus. Fundraisers that we can have starting up to get some money and some revenue to get our name put out there. And for the most part, we found out that our first event was going to be the Black Trivia Night.
President Faith Haggard says that Trivia Night will be Saturday, October 21st in the Hawk's Nest. BSU is hosting the Trivia Night with members of the club and anyone else who would like to join.
You might notice something new at the North Campus building in the dining area. There is a new addition to the snack bar in A building. A self-serve vending machine with candy, drinks, salads, sandwiches, fruits, and vegetables is available to students 24/7.
Swipe your credit card or insert your credit card. And once you do that, it unlocks the cooler door, and then you can open it up, you can browse, take a look at the items that are there, and then when you close the cooler door, whatever has been removed from the cooler, that's what is going to be charged to your credit card.
This will help students who have classes at North Campus or anyone who just might want a late night after study snack. Chartwells, the company who runs the cafe and will keep the vending machine stocked, said they are always open to suggestions for new items in the vending machine.
Quincy University Library has a unique collection of books that many students don't know about. This unique collection is located in Brenner Library. Books that date back all the way back to the 1400s are located in the Huck Family Room. Some of the first works of Dante's Inferno are in the collection. The original work of the Hippocratic Oath and many more books are there. The books all have some type of historical significance, but some books that really stand out are the Bibles.
So the early Bibles are just beautiful, and sometimes there are names written in them, sometimes there are unique woodcuts included. I think that those are just a beautiful testament to how important the Word is in the history of our university and of the world.
The room is locked but available to any student. All you have to do is ask to see it.
The baseball Hawks are flying into the offseason. The Hawks wrapped up their fall season this week in the annual Hawk World Series. The 3-game series starts with the draft. The whole team gets together, the captains make their picks, and the Hawks get split up. The animosity between the teams was real, despite being friends and teammates on a normal day.
We got a very, very good group this year. A lot of competitors, a lot of dogs in there, and it's always a competitive. I mean, this is my 3rd Hawk World Series. This was probably the most competitive Hawk World Series I've had, at least. It's fun looking across at your boy and knowing that you both are going at it in the same game, and the next day you're going to be, brothers again. So.
Typically, there's a trophy for the winner of a series, but not in this case. The losers were punished by having to flag all of the sprinkler heads on the field, as well as take down all of the flags flying in the outfield. After a historic 2023 season, the Hawks are hoping to bring the same intensity into the spring.
I wonder if they get service hours for all that work.
Not from what I've heard. I heard it's strictly for the amusement of the winning team.
You're probably right, Wes. Thank you for joining us on QUTV today.
And if you, for more stories, be sure to follow us on social media and QUmedia.net. Have a great day.